Hello, welcome to the channel and the stream. I'm running just a little bit behind right now. The Adorable is downstairs, so I was helping out with the Adorable. So that's why I'm just a little bit running later than I wanted to. But before the game goes, I am obviously picking the Dolphins to win this one. Even though the Dolphins are not good in the cold, I do still want to believe in the Dolphins. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to believe in Miami today. And hopefully Miami does at least do what I want them to do. And at least they get a win today. It'd be very, very nice if I could. Like I said, I'm just trying to finish fixing some things back up real quick because, yeah, like I said, I'm running just a little bit behind. Not really what I wanted to be, but no, I'm still here. I'm still trying, like I said. Let me get just a minute if I can get everything set up. That's all I am doing. I would have already had this going beforehand and getting everything going a lot sooner, but like I said, I am just running a little bit behind right now. Like getting all the tags put in and everything going. That's about what it is right now. Not prime. Let's at least save that right there. Okay. Do. It's... But regardless, I'm probably going to get absolutely pretty much 0 views. I'm pretty much used to it at this point where it's kind of not a thing that's been going very super well for me, where the stream has, been being a little bit bad. Fuck you. I don't know who you are. Oh yeah, oh my goodness gracious. Everything's going fine now. Everything's gonna go perfectly fine today. We have all the fun in the world. And it's going to be good, I think. Yes. Oh, what is this right here? I need to be getting streaming on my sports channel. I have not been doing very good on that. That's mostly my bad right there. Boop 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 boop. Boop boop boop. What is this up here? I'll be right on the game in just a moment. Like I said, I'm finished just setting everything up. They're doing the Jets chant where it's just like Jets suck. If I could have, I would have had my friend who is a Jets fan here, but unfortunately, no. My Dolphins are starting off with the ball. It looks like I do not have my Mountain Dew, but we're all set up for today. We're all set up for the fun. It is a... Oh, so the Dolphins won the toss, and they're actually decided, I want the ball. That makes sense. They're trying to, like, make sure they get started fast and actually show that they're pretty good. Ew! It's a bit spicy. Give my dude some view too. And false start right off the bat. Offsetting? Wait, what? Oh, got it. Okay. All right. Achan got maybe like 1 yard after the 5. Dolphins are going to have a fun time. Tua has been looking pretty bad for most of the time, for one. Two, it's a cold game, so Dolphins usually look bad. And three, I'm worried about this game. I want to say the Dolphins are going to win. No problem, but I'm still worried about the game. It's second down in about 4. All right, end around to Waddle. Waddle around the edge. Waddle is going down, getting first down and then some. That was okay. That was a bit of a more of a tricky play. Definitely getting into that bag of tricks right there. It was definitely a tricky setup. They had a 3-person backfield. Just ways too much misdirection and just like end around on a sweep with Jalen Waddle around to the right side of the offensive line and getting that first down. That was actually not bad. That was pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Let's see. All right. Achan running again. Achan up the middle. Achan first down. Achan with a spin move and going. He's pulling 3 guys. Achan broke through. Achan just short of a touchdown. Whoa! 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 That was a big man play. It was a big man run. That was crazy. Dolphins already on the doorstep to get a touchdown on the first drive. Tua passing. Tua touchdown. Jalen Waddle. Here we go. Right off the bat. Touchdown, Jalen Waddle. I thought it was going to be a sack fumble, but no. Action! Did I get to a Waddle touchdown? There we go. And good for the extra point. Penguin. Like I said, I'm keeping it up.
Achan already has 2 of 10 for 40 yards. Waddle has 1 run for 21 yards. Eckridge has a return for 26 yards in the game. So first and goal for the Dolphins. And now there is a touchdown to Waddle by Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins up 6-0. Here we go. This is what we need. Comes the extra point, and Miami took it down the field.
Right off the bat.
7-0.
Right off the bat.
There's my scoreboard. So Dolphins up 7-0. Ready for the kickoff. That was the quickest drive I ever seen for the Dolphins. So
That was a great drive. That was a great drive.
try to get this here so you guys can see me here for a second. There we go. Right.
That was a great drive for the Dolphins right off the bat. Right down, right all the way down. Got a good job on the penalty, and then Achan just not wanting to go down and getting all, breaking through three tacklers like that. Just they were on him, and he just ran straight through him basically, spun out and got right to the goal line, and then Tua not getting sack fumbled right off the bat and getting a touchdown to Waddle. That's how you do it. That's how you start a game, I think. Delusions of grandeur. Delusions of grandeur have already started.
You know, great drive from the Miami Dolphins. This is how they have to start now. Let's see the defense, what the defense could bring to this game, guys. Thank you much for Rich 89, man. Thank you for
I'm sending a text message to my Jets fan, who's my Jets fan friend, because that was a great night. That was a nice drive all the way down the field right off the bat. That was a lot better than most Dolphins game first drives in a cold weather game. But then again, it is against the Jets, so my delusions of grandeur shall be, held on to, because I should not be super grandered. That was great. That was a great start. 4 plays, 2 minutes, 69 yards. Nice. A nice start. All right, Jets now have the ball. Bringing the ball. Isaiah Williams bringing it back to about the 40-yard line. Not a bad return, actually. It's going pretty good so far. Oh, shit. It is actually Tyrod. Again, I do have another YouTuber, a good friend, on his channel right now. I have him. Dolphins going for a sack right off the bat. Tyrod Taylor has to throw it away. And it looks like Bradley Chubb might be injured. The Dolphins have an injury already? Did the turf monster take another player? What the fuck? Let me double check of audio real quick. Okay, I do have audio. Cool. I always have to double check and make sure because I never know. Okay, doesn't look like the Dolphins had an injury maybe. All right, Jets running it up the middle, and it goes about a good 4 yards. Brees Hall running up. Ran right into basically Dolphins player right off the bat. It's not a bad start. All right, it's 3rd and 7. All right, Jets going for pass. Tyrod Taylor throws it. An incomplete pass. Rasul Douglas on the defense on that one. Basically in and out of the Jets. Mitchie the third. Mitchie the third. He dropped that ball. He didn't have it. Was it literally? Is his name literally Mitchie? Rasul Douglas is doing good thing. Titans up 7-0. Minnesota up 7-0 against Washington. Jets kicking. Buffalo and Cincy are tied so far, which makes about sense. But the Jets going 3-0 right off the bat. Dolphins defense has been playing a lot better. That was a great play by the Jets special teams unit. No, I'll give it to them. That was a good one. Pinning the Dolphins about around the 1 yard line. The Dolphins are going to have their backs right in the end zone. If this was a typical Dolphins team, if this was typical Dolphins, they're going to give up a sack. They're going to give up a sack. They're going to get 2 points. They're going to throw a pick six, and it's going to be over, dude. Are you a fiduciary? Are you a fiduciary bag? Footy bag.
Do you make commission selling the product?
Yes. He does sell that stuff. We have a transparency theme. What's also kind of good is like I can actually, because I'm not streaming on, I'm not playing a game right now. I can actually come over here and take a look at some of the things, some of the actual stats of the stream again. But I gotta definitely say that what they did with this with the YouTube streaming information, it just really changed it. I'm not sure I like it too much. It's a bit weird, like how they changed the stuff over for YouTube. I'm not really sure. It's neat, but it's just all weird looking over there now. I can't really fucking tell what's going on. Like they changed some of the other stats, like the likes and dislikes, away and changed it to a different page. They added a new page and they moved the live preview of the stream into the center instead of the side. It's just weird looking over on the computer over that way. I don't know. It's gonna be a distraction just because I'm so used to it being a certain way. And then last week, I think Wednesday, they changed that. I think it was last. I think. Yeah. No. Yeah. It was about Wednesday when they changed the way the YouTube Studio preview looks, and it looks weird. Hims.com.
Parrot.
Parrot, he's eating chicken. What are you going to do about it? Let's see if the Dolphins actually keep up with what they did in the first drive. Because that was like quite a solid drive. 4 plays, 2 minutes, and all the way down for a touchdown right off the bat. That was actually pretty sick. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it again. But if they do it again, I'm going to be sitting very comfortable. We'll sit very comfortable tonight. Because that was a very, very good drive. It was a very solid, very efficient, very quick drive. Oh, snap. Okay, Dolphins got... Never mind. Touchback for the Dolphins. Oh, so he didn't actually touch it. Interesting. All right, Achane in the backfield. All right, Tua going the pass. Is that Dolcic? Dolcic for the first down and then some. This is a great start. That is a great start for the Dolphins today. New Orleans on top of Tampa Bay right now. But okay, so he did touch the ball, but he didn't get control of the ball until after he went out into the end zone. Okay. Okay, now I get that. I was wondering why they're saying it was basically going to be a touchback at that point because he didn't reestablish. Achane running up the... Nope, that is Jalen Wright. Never mind. Getting about a good 7 to 8 yards on that inside rush. But that, like I was trying to say, that I was kind of confused as why they're saying it was like going to be a touchback because he needed to reestablish. I didn't see the guy going and getting that, stepping outside on the sideline like usually would happen. No, he touched the ball but slid into the end zone and then came back in and got on the ball. That makes a lot more sense. As soon as they showed that and explained it, I was confused. To be fair, I was a bit confused by that. And look, they do. Yes. They do, Jorge. They really do. Is that a timeout? Okay. Timeout by the Dolphins. Timeout by the Dolphins. It's going to be 2nd and 3 after that. I definitely do like the start. The Dolphins are starting really good.
I'm kind of happy.
I would have had someone else here in the seat instead of my lovely always assistant Piplup. But he's with his kids. He has his kids on the weekend. So for right now, he can't be able to come to games like these. If it was a Monday night or Thursday night game, he probably would have been able to make it for like an hour or two, and if he wasn't with his kids, he probably would have been able to actually get on Discord maybe. First down pass to Darren Waller. To be fair, other than the pictorial issue, Waller has been actually really good, other than being injured. I'll preface that, other than having that injury, again, he's actually been looking pretty good as a tight end, as like a complimentary tight end. I kind of like him. I don't know if I would want to keep him for a very long period of time. All right, we got, I think, Achan in the backfield with Dolchich. All right, never mind. It's going to a play action pass. Deep pass, Tua to Waddle, first down, and then a couple. Tua's on fire right now. Up-tempo offense. The Dolphins, Tua's having himself a game right now. It's a cold game. It's a cold game, mind you. It's a 40-degree game right now, and Tua's actually looking very, very poised and composed right now. All right, toss off to Achan. Achan running. Achan, touchdown, Miami. Achan going right in for another touchdown. Another quick, efficient touchdown drive for the Dolphins.
So far, good drive. Dolphins look good. Well, first and 10 from the New York 13-yard line. They can still get a first down.
No, just, and there's a Jets defender down. And a Jets defender is down.
Tua so far is looking good, guys.
That's not good. Miami's looking really good.
We got Tua's 4 for 4, 63 yards and 15.8 average, 1 TD. Achan's 2 for 40. Rushing the ball. Wright's 1 for 7. Waddle is
The game for the Dolphins is going great. I'm trying not to spoil the game for my dude. He's a few minutes behind, like a minute or two behind, or like one or two plays behind the broadcast. So
9:27 remaining, 7-0 Dolphins.
I'm just waiting to cheer with him because like I'm just a little bit ahead.
You guys ahead of me. How many touchdowns? Not field goals here, buddy. Touchdowns.
Yep, like I said, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. I'm trying to wait so much because like he is a little bit behind. Which kind of sucks. I'm trying to talk with him on some of this stuff while the game is going. Like, I'm trying.
All right.
I'm trying to keep up. 'Cause like I said, I don't want to, like...
I mean, well, Waddle's having a good game too. I mean, I'm glad Tua Tagovailoa is spreading the ball around.
Like, I don't know exactly how far behind he is, but... I'm just waiting. Waiting to say it. Waiting the route with him. But he's behind. He's behind by a lot.
And I don't know how's your weather out there, but here it's raining, cold. It's gonna rain the rest of the week. Colder air coming in, so
Yeah, like I said, he's behind just a little bit. I just sent a different text. I'm trying to text him as well because, like I said, he's my dude on here. Sports Night with Jorge. He does a really good podcast. He does a lot more Dolphins content than I do right now. Like, I'm still trying to like eventually get over and do all on the sports channel that I'm setting up next year because this is gonna just be all my gaming stuff and all my just usual stuff. So yeah.
here we go.
Yeah, I have to send it. He is so far behind. I was not expecting him to be this far behind. Riley Patterson for the extra point.
Yeah, raining and cold. I saw that.
And he is good. Perfectly good on that.
All right, touchdown, Dolphins. Give me a second. I'll tell you guys right now.
Like I said, he's like several minutes behind. I gotta let him know.
That was A-Chain for 13 yards. Wow, A-Chain's doing it, buddy.
Yeah, just letting him know that he's several minutes behind. I don't know if he's got like a huge delay on his stream right now or not, or if like the game itself that he's watching is delayed by a lot, but
Miami's up
he is several minutes behind.
14-0. Here comes the kickoff. Wow, man.
But Achan's looking good. The Dolphins are looking good. Tua's looking pretty much like he's on fire today. Like this is the game he wants to win for some reason.
So far, man. 2 of 63 yards. 4 for 4, 1 touchdown.
And Achan
Carries,
is running
53 yards.
all over the place.
27
No problems. None.
1 TD. This is the good thing, guys. You gotta spread the ball around.
Aaron Rodgers running for a touchdown.
14-0.
No. No. Wow. Well, he never had one as a Jet because his first season he destroyed his freaking kneecap off, and and then the next season was just pure
So that's what the Jets was.
garbageness. I felt bad for him while he was a Jet. To be fair.
Imagine, I only go halftime on this one.
All right, Jets going with a pass play, passing it off to the tight end, and then
The Jaguars. That's a good
getting just short.
division.
Mason Taylor.
Steelers and the Ravens also playing today. So Miami's up 14-0.
Yeah, I don't know how he's that far behind. I kind of feel bad.
Let me tell you about Riley Patterson. That guy does a great job.
Yeah, because he's just now getting the field goal in. Let me put this over here right now. Can the Jets actually get a first down now? Can they get a first down, or the Dolphins defense going to step up? It's a run play that goes nowhere. Dolphins defense hold tight on that one. Just keep stuffing the Bryce Hall.
Don't let Brees Hall do anything.
Or is that Hill? What is very confusing to me is when a team has like 2 or 3 players with the same last name, or have such a similar last name, like only one letter is off, and you don't remember which number they each one are, and then you get confused at which one's on the field and doing something. It can get confusing. Pass play. Oh! Was it intercepted? That was a pass play. Was going to Mason Fitzpatrick. Okay, incomplete pass, I think, but Minka Fitzpatrick came in and bumped the ball from Mason Taylor. Let me see that again. It was a pass play. Mason popped it up in the air. I don't think the ball hit the ground either. That might have been an interception by... No, that's Terrell Dodson. That might be an interception. Was that an... Mason, no! Mike McDaniel's happy because everything's going right. I think oh, God, was that actually... That was pretty good. I feel bad for Mason because Jason's son. I'm pretty fucking sure after seeing that's an actual interception. This is probably going to be McDaniel's first actual successful challenge. This is going to be his first successful challenge. It never touched the ground. It never touched the ground. Terrell Dodson got himself an interception. Mason Taylor, I feel bad. Oh my God. I think the ball was behind him a little bit too far while he was kind of going down to get it. And just couldn't get his hands right, and it just bumped the ball up just enough for Terrell Dodson to come and get that. No fucking shot, dude. Everything that could go right for Miami is going right now. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel. Oh my god. Jets suck. I swear to God, if this comes back as as an interception, I think this is from my recollection, this is gonna be McDaniel's first successful challenge. I don't remember another successful challenge. I remember all the timeouts we lose. He's so bad at he's so bad. He's so bad at challenging.
Falcons up. The Seahawks 3-0. Well, not early.
Again, he's several minutes behind, but I'm still gonna mention it. Everything is going right for Miami right now. The offense is being quick, efficient. It looks like the team that we were expecting to start the season. They're beating down on the Jets. They're doing what they were supposed to be doing. Oh my god, this feels great. It feels great. I feel great. Delusions of grandeur are coming. I should hold tight on the delusions of goddamn grandeur. They're gonna be coming. We're still not making the playoffs, probably, but you know, I can still have a delusion for another week with how they're playing right now. But Loki, if they somehow fucking do this, I will lose my shit. Not gonna fucking lie. Not gonna fucking lie. If they somehow make it and get to the playoffs, I don't fucking know. I don't know how, but I'll lose it. They had to get to the playoffs on hard mode, basically. It is a successful challenge. Dotson got an interception. Dolphins have the ball in premium territory for another touchdown. This is awesome. This is fucking awesome. Everything is going right now in East Rutherford. Dolphins starting on the 29-yard line. They got Dulcich and it looks like Achan in the backfield. Toss off to Achan, going to the right. Achan getting about a good 7 yards. Bouncing off a couple players. Let me see. Was it just behind? It was. Yeah, it was on the back. It was on the back shoulder. It was on the furthest shoulder away. I feel bad for Mason. It was just a little bit of a bad throw. If I lose my voice just from the excitement, that will be a good game. I already feel it. I already feel it going away a little bit. All right, pass off. That's an interesting one. Bring Waller around on a sweep and then handing it off for Waller to run around the edge for a first down. It's not bad. That was an interesting play. You don't usually see the Dolphins use a tight end on a sweep like that. Usually it's going to be a wide receiver like Waddle or Hill. Sometimes you'd have Washington, but this time we just used Waller, which is kind of interesting. He's a bigger body, slower kind of guy. He's not really that big and fast when it comes to doing like an end around like that. So that was kind of interesting. It's a bit different. Looks like... Alright, looks like a false start on Dolphins. Yeah, usually it would be Malik, because like they're pulling Malik Washington back, but it looked like that was going to be one of those kind of plays. You would usually see like Malik Washington or like Waddle or Hill doing that like sweep around and getting the ball like that. But hey, Waller is kind of interesting. All right, pass play, little pass off to Dulcich for a good like 4 to 5 yards. It's not going to be bad. Dulcich got that long hair and the mustache going right there. I like that. I can't know when it comes to Mason Taylor. Going back to Mason, I wish the Dolphins would have picked up Mason Taylor. I wish we would have gotten him. I wanted Mason to be a Dolphin. Because one, they needed a tight end. And two, family history. All right, 2nd and 9. All right. Play action pass. Pass off the Dolchich. Dolchich open in the field and first down. Dolphins. They're now 1st and goal. Actually, no, 1st and 10. Should be 1st and goal, I thought. Getting Dolchich involved in the game is doing a good thing. It almost makes me not feel too bad that we lost Hayden Rucci. I think did Hayden Rucci go to the Titans? I think he went to the. Is that the Steelers or maybe the Bills? I forgot. Where did Hayden Rucci even go? But Dolphins 1st and 10. 1st and goal, technically. It's on the 5-yard line. All right, Tua passing that off to Washington. About 3 yards. It's now going to be 2nd and 2. 2nd and goal. 2 yards from the end zone. They're trying to probably pass it off to one of the running backs this time. I don't think that they would actually go with a pass play right now, but Jacoby Myers, 14-yard reception touchdown. Jacksonville up 14-7 on Indianapolis. New Orleans and Tampa are tied at 7 apiece. Seattle and Atlanta are tied 3-3. All right, we have Wright in the backfield. Right up, touchdown. Jalen Wright for a touchdown. Dolphins can do no wrong today. Doing nothing wrong today. 21-0 about to be happening. Dolphins came to New York. Just tell the Jets that you guys suck. We suck, but you guys suck more. Okay, again, where was this team at the start of the season? Because this is the team we were expecting the Dolphins to be, effectively. Quick, efficient ball hockey and, getting points. It's good. Week 15 of the 24 week something of the 2015 season was the last time the Dolphins had like 21 points in the first quarter. Apparently is what they said. I might have said that wrong. I might have already confused myself. But god dang. 21-0. I don't know if he's going to pick up. I don't know if he's going to pick up or not. Give me just a second. I don't know if my friend's going to pick up or not. I'm going to see if I can call him. He is with his kids, so I'm probably not going to want to curse right now, but I will see if I can give him a call. He's a Jets fan. He couldn't be here today, unfortunately. Let's see if I can get him. I don't know if he's actually going to pick up or not. Oh, please. Please be, please. 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 Come on. He's not going to pick up. I will probably get a call back.
Hello, you've reached Michael.
Okay. Yeah, no, he's probably going to call. If anything, he'll call back. He might be busy with the girlfriend or the kids. I might get a call back from him. I want to ask him how he feels about his Jets right now. I really do. But they are doing everything wrong, and the Dolphins are doing no wrong. The Dolphins are having a lovely day. Because of that, I'm gonna be a bit excited. If the Dolphins keep up this pace, I'm just saying that Broncos game a couple years ago will mean nothing anymore. I swear, if the Dolphins somehow get to that point again, where they have an opportunity to set an NFL record in points, just fucking do it. Just do it this time. Because right now, this is great. This is great. This is great. This is fucking awesome. I'm just saying. It's freaking awesome. I'm excited. I'm just excited because this is not. I was expecting a win, but I was coming in here because it was gonna be a cold game. I didn't really give a score because I stopped doing that because it got really silly and stupid because of how bad the game's been. All right, first game in 21 points the first quarter since October 25th of 2025 versus Houston. It's been a decade since the Dolphins have done this. Brady Cook. What is happening right now? This is good for the Dolphins when it comes to trying to get a nice win. But, God, not Tyrod. I will be very honest. I don't hate Tyrod Taylor. I really do like Tyrod Taylor. He's gotten he's gotten so unlucky in his career. Him and Geno Smith both have had the most unluckiest careers imaginable when it comes to like injuries and getting injured, or having like a bad game and getting dropped or what. I feel so bad for him and like him now going into the back with an injury during this game as well. It's a groin injury. He's questionable to return. Hopefully, it's not a serious groin injury because God, I feel so bad for Tyrod. Like I said, him and Geno Smith have had some really, really bad luck in their careers, and they're not guys that you kind of hate either. It's just they're just guys that have bad luck or on bad teams. God, that sucks. But Dolphins are doing good. It's now 3rd and 1. The Jets are still not doing anything. The Dolphins defense is holding them pretty well again. Yeah, they're going to try to rely on Brees Hall, but the Dolphins defense is definitely stepping up and playing really good against the run. Like like they're saying right now, they've gotten better as the season's gone on. The defense has gotten better. It's 3rd and 1. The Jets are passing now. Oh, right behind the receiver. Incomplete pass. It is 4th and 1. I thought it was right behind. All right, Dolphins getting the ball again. It might have been a good thing that my dude V did not come in today. Malik Washington's got the fair catch. He's got the ball. Dolphins. If I were the Dolphins by halftime, if the Dolphins are already up, viewers.
Doesn't look good for the Colts right now. Jones just went down. It's not good right now, guys. Jones went down. All right, here's the punt, and the Dolphins will start from their 12-yard line. So another punt, another defensive stop.
All right, running the ball. Achan running, getting maybe about like 2 yards on that. I was asking my dude a question. Tua's looking really good today. If anything, this is his best game right now. I don't know. I asked my dude George, what his opinion was on it. If the Dolphins somehow go up 40-0 by halftime, do you pull Tua and try Ewers? I don't know if Ewers is inactive or not today. I don't know if it's gonna be, Zach Wilson. All right, good pass to Waddle. It's now gonna be 3rd and 2. Oh, that's a big butt. All right, Dolphins. It's third and short right now. Pass play. Tua passing deep. And it is batted away by the Jets defense. The Jets finally did something. All right, looks like the Dolphins went 3 and out. Fuck. I feel bad. All right, Bailey punted it away. Bonner with a miss. And Jets are running it back. Jets are running it back right now. Jets are running it back. Jets got a return touchdown. Jets with a return touchdown. The game is not over, in fact. Wow. It is a return touchdown for the Jets. No fucking way. No fucking way. No fucking way. I was hoping it would go.
That's a good stop for the Jets.
That is good right there. Never mind. It's not gonna be 40-0 now. It's gonna be 21-7. Dolphins should be getting the ball back, and hopefully they get back in their head like, oh yeah, let's not take our foot off the gas. They were playing hot and with fire for a minute there. That was a great play for the Jets. That was a great play for the Jets. I'm not gonna be mad at that, dude. That was a freaking great return. Do you know how much that's gonna actually change the flow of this game? Probably. Oh my god, yeah, it was crazy. This is just a nice run for him, and to be fair, my dude Bonner missed 2 tackles on him, which is kind of funny. Bonner is fast as fuck, bro. So I feel bad for Bonner because he missed the first tackle, which would have been great, and then the last tackle to prevent the touchdown. Dolphins with a run. Eskridge got to about the 33. Adam Archuleta. Is he related to David? That was a great play. That was a great special teams play. I'm not going to hate on that. That was a fucking good one. I will be upset for Bonner, but, you know, nine happens. I won't tell anyone about a scarf that you were wearing. All right, Dolphins pass play. Yeah, no, that was a bit low. That was a low pass on that one. 2nd and 10. Maybe. Maybe. Oh. That's a good one. That's a fucking good one. That is Sports Night with Jorge. He is also live right now on his channel watching this game as well. That's why I was like, I'm chatting back and forth with him right now on stream. All right, Pass play for Tua. Getting some pressure. Dumped off to Achan. Achan running. Achan with the first down.
16 seconds left in the first. I think that should be over to the second quarter.
Alright. Alright. First quarter over. I'm going to take a PP break. 21-7 going out of the first quarter. Good game. I'm having a good day. Alright, back. Pip, take over with all the other Pokemon and whatever. Okay. I have text messages that I can deal with, but yeah, I had to pee real good. Real bad. Alright, I have to listen to a couple things real quick. So I will have the audio off for just a minute because my friend is sending me voice messages, so I want to double check before I can actually do anything with them. Okay, like I said, I had to double check those messages real quick. But we're going to the second quarter very, very soon. Very, very soon. Well, yeah, it's a good game so far. I think it's going to be a good game. Hopefully, it's going to continue being a good game. Hopefully, the Dolphins go all the way down the field for another score. Yeah, Frosty, how are you doing? Yeah, we're doing good right now. We're doing good, yeah. 21 to it would have been 21-0, but the Dolphins gave up a massive special. Oh, Achan is probably getting evaluated for concussion right now because he was helmet to helmet. Oh, Achan is back in the field. Back on the field. Achan going around the edge and getting maybe 1 yard. Yeah, the Dolphins started off hot. They're already at about 199 yards total yards. 11 first downs, 10 yards per play, 7 points off turnovers. Dolphins started off hot. Yeah, he seems to be okay right now. The good thing is they had a small break for the end of the first quarter for him to get checked. All right, play action pass, deep pass. Tua almost threw an interception. 3rd and 9. Tua, yeah, about new voltage. No vodka in it. He overthrew Waller on that one. Tua playing like Tua. The first quarter, Tua was doing good, and then now this one, no. Oh, it's one of my favorites as well. Though, if I had access to it, it would be Livewire. Livewire would be right there every single stream. I love Mountain Dew Livewire. But it's so hard to find. 39 passing play. And once again, Dolphins went 3 and out. Jets defense has decided to step up. The Dolphins took their foot so far off the fucking gas, it's not even funny. Now they can't do anything. One of my new monster flavors tastes like voltage. It's called Electric Blue. I don't know that one. I have like a Viking berry in my fridge right now. All right, Jets now have the ball. But yeah, I have Monster Viking berry in my fridge. It's more of an emergency. I have a migraine. I need some extreme caffeine right now, kind of a thing, if you know what I mean. But it's good. I like it. Very much, aesthetically a certain way, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean, Frosty. Jeebus Christmas trees. What the hell is she sending me? Let me check something. Where is my settings? I'm having to check something on my phone real quick. Okay, that's fine. That's not very good. It's not good when the Dolphins decide, you know what, we're up 21-0. Let's take the foot off the gas. We'll be fine. It's just like, really? I don't usually get headaches or migraines or get sick at all. So like when it happens, it's miserable because like I don't get sick or have migraines too often. Like for example, let me take these off. For example, the only time I've been sick in the last like 5 years was like technically 3 times in the last 5 years, and two of them were to the big virus that happened for about 3.5 years, which is pretty much why I did not get the jab because like at that point I've already had it twice before the fucking thing came out. So like at that point, natural selection and freaking my own body making antibodies for it. And then like the third time, it was just the flu. Because like, sometimes you get the flu. But it was only because my sister had it, her husband had it, my nephew had it, my mom had it, and they all decided to come to my fucking house. And touch every fucking thing. So it wasn't my fault. But I don't usually get headaches either, but like when I do, it's like debilitating levels of headache. That's why like that one stream, I think last week, I didn't do a stream last week because, or I think it was Friday, yeah, last Friday I think, because I just had like a debilitating migraine. Jets running up the middle, open air and getting a good 7 yards on that rush. I'm very susceptible to illness, so I need to be. Yeah, no, I know you told me about that. Like your immune system is a bit compromised, a little bit. Danny Jones. No, he fucking popped his Achilles. No, he hurt his Achilles. Indiana Jones, no! Oh, no, not Indiana Jones. That is not good. Oh, it was such a good story. Dolphins doing a pass rush, but Breece Hall getting maybe the first down. They need to get the ball up to going 7 for 7. He's now 2 for 6. Yeah, the Dolphins need to get back on schedule. Tua has just stopped playing well. Bro, that's not fair. Prayers for Jones, man. He was doing really good. He turned his career around with the Colts this year. No one was expecting the Colts to be pretty good, and like they were. Oh, Jets fumble the ball, sack. Oh, I see. He put the ball in his own nuts. Oh, the center put the ball in his nuts. Oh no, the center nutballed it on his own ball set, which made the Jets quarterback freak out because it's just like, oh no, I'm not gonna touch his balls. Damn it. All right, Dolphins with the ball again. Getting back to the 40-yard line. Can the Dolphins actually do something this time? Oh, yeah, when are the Jets playing? I mean, the Patriots playing, not the Jets, the Patriots. Because I now have some money so I can fulfill the bet that I made in the second week of the season. I think it was the second week of the season. Was it the second week or was it the first week? I think it was the second week. The Dolphins would have been the Patriots. Oh, it's your bye week. Okay. But I have the money so I can fulfill the bet we made. Okay. That will happen. Second week. Okay, yeah. I have the money. I can get the things so I can fulfill the bet that I made for the second game against the Patriots. Because are we gonna be in Foxborough or are we gonna be in Miami? I can't remember. In week 18. I can't remember. I'm drawing way too many blanks on that.
Oh no.
I don't care about SpongeBob. You'd think with how old I am, and you think it's gonna be in Foxborough? It would make more sense then. You'd think with my age and me being a child when that series came out that I would love SpongeBob, but I don't. I really don't, to be honest. I really don't. But yeah, I will fulfill my obligations. Definitely not enjoy it at all. No. Not at all. Also, quick thing, did y'all hear about PlayStation having a patent for their DualSense controllers that would allow the DualSense to vibrate in a way where you'd be able to feel texture? Yeah. Someone was like, yeah, imagine being able to feel the texture of the one muddy girl in GTA 6, his tongue, the one that sticks her tongue out with that backwards headed cap and the bikini and the muddy and all muddy and like. Yeah, that's what it is. You can just like grab her tongue and you can feel her tongue. That would be that would be one of the things that happens. That would be one of the things that could happen, I guess. It's so silly. Like I got a post of it up on I see your uwu. I posted that on YouTube already. It's just like PlayStation has patented a new technology that allows players to feel textures through the DualSense controller vibration. Imagine being able to feel this tongue texture thanks to this feature in GTA 6, and it's just that one girl from the Mudfest scene with her tongue out. It's so funny.
Could you just imagine?
The Dolphins now have the ball again. And that was right off the bat. The Jets player is now injured. Second and 12, but the Jets player that took down Washington is now having an injury, and he's getting looked at. It's kind of hard to be excited when the Jets are losing several players right now to injury at the moment. That was such a good play that he made too, and then just like right off the bat, just injured, just like hurt right off the bat, right after making such a great play to tackle for loss. It is the worst part, especially after making such a big play, and then you just, gosh, that fucking sucks. What number of Knives Out movie is this? Because this feels like it's like the 12th Knives Out film. I don't know if everyone's watching is watching like the game and just leaving this on in like his background commentary of it. But this, I feel like there's been like 12 different Knives Out films now in the last like 10 years. And I get that the murder mystery kind of genre has had a comeback because of that, and the Pierrot films. But like, god dang, it's only two. The original and Glass Onion, unless I'm missing. Well, there's apparently a new one coming out on Netflix very soon. But it feels like there's been a lot of them. But then again, there has been a lot of murder mystery movies coming out in the last 10 years because the murder mystery genre has just come back, just popping off, man. I don't know. I did like the Kenneth Branagh films of the based on the Pierrot characters books. Oh, God, what was it called? Holy shit! But those ones are really good. I like those ones. I haven't seen Knives Out because I don't have Netflix, but I've seen there's been a lot of murder mysteries coming out. Let me see which one it was. Kenneth Branagh. Yeah, it was which I didn't even know that one was it for one. Hercule Poirot. Yeah. The Hercule Poirot films. There's just like 3 or 4 of those. The Agatha Christie series. There's like 3 or 4 of those that came out in the last 10 years. There's several Knives Out films. There were a couple other ones that I can't remember the names of right now, but there's been a lot. And I'm not mad. I do like murder mystery style movies. They're always fun and entertaining. All right, pass off to Wright, and he getting some decent yards on that one. Getting about like a good 5 extra yards on that. It's gonna be like third. Okay, so they had several players who weren't even starting today, like several inactives already, and then now they're losing more. Poirot, something like that. Even in the movies, they don't say. Everyone says it weird and wrong. So I'm just saying, okay? I'm not French. The best thing I can say in French is croissant, croissant, croissant. All right, it's 3rd and 6. Probably gonna go with the pass. Yeah, it's pass play. Tua's getting pressured, and Tua is sacked. The Dolphins have started hot, and then they have just basically died. Dolphins are dying. They had a great first quarter. Second quarter is just turning into booty cheeks. Dolphins are losing it right now. Very well timed blitz. Gonna itch right behind my head. Yeah, the Dolphins are not doing great right now. They need to stop. They need to put the foot back on, I guess. Yeah. I don't. Yeah, it's still just a 2-score game right now. The Dolphins should not be having their foot off the gas like this. They're playing really, really slow on offense now. It's looking like it's gonna come down to what defense fails first now. Like that first half adjustment, like that between quarter adjustments that the Jets did. Either they did a really fucking good mid-quarters adjustment, or sack, fumble, Dolphins. Nope, Dolphins almost got the ball. There's a sack, fumble, and there's another Jets injury. It might be Breece Hall. Breece Hall's limping a little bit. Oh, that would not be very good. Dude, I will lose it if another player got injured. Hall might be a little banged up. Their 3rd-string emergency quarterback, because Tyrod Taylor just got injured in the first quarter. He injured his groin, and their other quarterback that they got in the offseason or they had last year is also out with an injury today. So they're on to I think something Cody or something like that. I don't know who it is. He's their third string quarterback. Handoff to Hall. Something Cook. I think it's Brady Cook is who's starting for them right now. Let me double check if I can. I think it's Brady Cook. Let me check this. Yeah, it's Brady Cook is the starter right now, or is the guy under center at the moment for the Jets. He is like their third string quarterback / emergency quarterback right now. Yeah. Brady Cook. This is his first game. This is like his first game playing at any point in the NFL. So I'm not gonna be upset. Snap infraction. I don't think I've ever heard of a snap infraction penalty. That's the first. I think that's the first time I've ever heard the refs use snap infraction as a penalty. Am I wrong? I don't understand what the penalty is. What's the snap infraction? All right, pass play for Brady Cook. Completed pass, but short of first down. Again, I'm not going to be upset about Cook. You know, I'm not going to be upset if Cook does good. I actually hope he kind of does pretty decent, you know? It'd be good for him. He's actually getting the reps he kind of needs, which is nice. Especially if, you know, Fields and Taylor are going to be out for a little bit. I don't remember what they said, what injury Justin Fields has, but he might be out for at least another week or two. And with Tyrod Taylor and a groin injuries, it can depend. They can just depend on what's gonna happen. I think they're gonna do a fake. I think they're gonna fake play. Nope, they're actually gonna just punt it. It looked like they were gonna fake that for a minute there, but no, they punted it. Nope, he had tried. He tried. Dolphins ball is a touchback. Now, can the Dolphins actually get moving right? I don't know. It would be nice if the Dolphins could actually get back and get going again. It would be really, really lovely, but I highly doubt it right now. But it looks like the Dolphins might have some problem. Yeah, he's definitely cooled off. That's for fucking sure. All right, we got Achan in the backfield. It's a pass off to Achan. Achan running. Achan through. Achan first down. Achan's going. Achan and then some. And Achan might be hurt. Achan might just be might be a little banged up on that one. Achan for a nice long play on after that one. Oh yeah, that's up that way. I have to take this over that way. I have to put my phone on the didgeridoo real quick because my personal phone's battery is dying right now because I keep bouncing back and forth and texting everybody. Yeah, Achan, 105 total yards, 92 rushing yards already in the game. He's on the sideline, pass off to I think right, and then a penalty. Bill Vinovich. All right, low block on the Jets defense. Again, I'm not even gonna try to say that guy's name. Yeah, it was definitely a low block. Cincy Buffalo is a good game. 21-11 right now. Pittsburgh is up 17-3 on Baltimore. Fuck. Jacksonville 21-10 on above Indianapolis right now. Tampa Bay 10-7 over New Orleans. 6-3 right now. Atlanta over Seattle. 14-10 Tennessee over Cleveland. 14-0 Minnesota is beating up Washington right now. And 21-11 Cincinnati beating Buffalo. All right, Dolphins passing off the ball to Jalen Wright for another 6 yards rushing. AZ Thomas is back for the Jets. Because he made a really good play on stopping the Dolphins' previous drive and then absolutely got blasted basically for it. All right, 2nd and 3. Can the Dolphins get going? The Dolphins are moving right now, which is good. We have a backfield. Yes, run the ball. Yes, run the ball. Yes. 2nd and 3. Passing it off to Jalen Wright again. Jalen Wright missing a tackle. Jalen Wright looking like he got a first down with a second. 1st and 10 Miami. Achan's getting looked at. Achan's getting looked at in the medical tent. Jalen Wright's now the starting running back for the moment. We have Wright and Ollie Gordon, unless Ollie Gordon's inactive today, which he shouldn't be. All right, Jalen Wright rushing again, getting a good another 4 yards. Be about 2nd and 6. Second and 7. Okay, I was off just a little bit. All right. It is 2nd and 7. We have Jalen Wright in the backfield still. All right. Passing off, running straight in, and going absolutely nowhere. Jalen Wright didn't get anything on that one. They're playing much better. They're starting to play a little bit better on the interior. The Jets are when it comes to run blocking. They need to just change things up just a little bit and try to get the ball to the outside. The Dolphins do run better on the outside than they do via the inside. Sometimes they actually run really good through the inside interior of the offense, like between the tackle and the guard, or the guard and the center. But a lot of times they're running a lot better on the outside, between the guard and the tackle, and that was a false start. Yep. That's very nice. I like that. That's actually good. After a false start, just while they're moving back, while the Dolphins are moving backwards, they had like a like a beep 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 beep, like a backup sound.
That's actually kind of funny. I like that. I kind of like that.
All right, it's 3rd and 11. Do the Dolphins run, or are they gonna try to throw the ball? All right, they're definitely rushing. Pass off behind the line of scrimmage. Dolchich actually go. Dolchich is going. Dolchich 1st down. Dolchich is going. There's a flag. Dolchich right to the goal line, but there's several flags. What are the flags for? There's 3 flags. That was a great play by Dolchich. Okay, offsetting. Replay third down. After such a great freaking play by Dolchich. Damn. Dolchich had a really good play on that one. I thought he was going to be coming up short. He was getting tackled. But no. He 100% just kept going. All right, 3rd and 11, replaying third down. So what the Dolphins do, or just pass off to Jalen Wright on that one, which was really fucking dumb. That was a really fucking dumb play, going absolutely nowhere. That was really fucking dumb. Really, really fucking dumb. Achan going to the locker room. It's a killer that McDaniel didn't decide to pass the fucking ball again. It sucks that HN is going to the locker room, but at least they took some time off the clock and they're going for a field goal at least. Yeah, give us that look when you just when you run the ball right up the center to go nowhere again. You know, I'm very concerned because it was run, pass, gets called back, run again. I know they're trying to get the running game working and they're trying to get Jalen Wright going, but they need to go into the playbook and open it up a little bit more other than just like run up the middle, run up the middle, run up the middle, run up the middle. Run up the middle, run up the middle. Oh yeah. Run up the middle. They gotta diversify the play calling a little bit. Like they were doing in the first half, the first quarter, where it wasn't just run up the middle, it was running between the guard and the tackle, running outside of the tackle, having someone come run around the edge and do like a sweep around and go out that way. You can't just be running up the middle with the same fucking play over and over and over again and seeing it's not working at all, and then you're just like, you know what? We just had a great pass play that was called back because of penalties, basically, offsetting, even though probably should have been only a penalty on the Dolphins. You know what we're going to do now is just run up the middle again. God damn. I thought I was going to lose my mind or lose my voice from the excitement from that first quarter. And now, as the second quarter is coming down to the end, I might lose my voice because of how angry I'm going to be with the play calling again. Because, god dang, they decided to go away from everything they were doing in the first quarter and decided, you know what? Let's stop doing all of that. Let's just go back to, doing the most basic plays possible and the basic most protection we can try to give for Tua and the running backs to make plays with. I don't know. It's kind of stupid. It makes me feel like I'm an idiot, I guess. I can see it, and I would assume that they could see it. That there's a complete difference in play calling and offensively from the first quarter and the second quarter. All right, let's see if Riley Patterson can actually get a field goal for us and take it to 24-7. And it is good. Dolphins are doing fine. I know I'm complaining about the play calling, but the Dolphins are doing perfectly fine. The Dolphins have given up no touchdowns defensively, have gotten more points and gotten all the yards and have done everything offensively, but I wish they would do more offensively, be a bit more confident in them, but they're not. Now we're going to see what Brady Cook can do. Can Brady cook? I would assume he can cook. If you can't cook and your last name is Cook, I don't know what is wrong with you. But can he cook with a football? That's the question. I think that's the question we need here. Can he cook on the field? I bet he can cook a nice souffle, but you know, he probably can't cook on the field. Well, he hasn't cooked so far against the Dolphins right now. So there's that. I might need socks. I might need socks because as soon as it goes to halftime, my feet might be viewable, and I don't like that. All right, the Dolphins have 14 first downs. The Jets have 0 first downs this entire game. The Dolphins have basically led the game the entire time. Screen pass. Is this their first down? It might be their first down. Did they stop them? Oh, yeah, that's right. Their first down of the game. Wow. Oh, coming in hot. Overthrew the pass. He was trying. To be honest, now that I get to see the Jets Gotham City uniforms, I don't think they look that good. To be honest, I've seen some bad Jets teams over the years, but this is definitely one. Well, to be fair, they are injured all over the place right now, like badly, and they're on their third quarterback at the moment too. I kind of feel bad. I just wish the Dolphins' offense would get back on track. And in and out of the hands of Mason. But you know, I don't like that shit brown uniform color that they went with. Like it's kind of disgusting looking. If they would have went just straight up black uniforms, like full on like black uniforms, or maybe even a gray, a freaking dark gray uniform, that would have been sick. But it's just black shoulders and helmet, and then you have like dark poo-poo brown uniforms. I don't know. I just the uniforms don't look that great. Oh, deep pass by Brady Cook. No shot. No fucking shot. Brady Cook cooked it with a deep pass. Is there a pass interference? No fucking shot. No shot. Pass interference all the way down the field. That's all he had to do. Oh my god. It doesn't even matter if it wasn't if he didn't catch it. That's a pass interference right off the bat. Dude. That was just a bad play for Fitzpatrick, but a beautiful play for the Jets and a beautiful play for Brady Cook. Breece Hall going nowhere though on a run. That was just a great. I was wondering, he launched that shit. Excuse the language, but Brady Cook launched that mother. He was like, you know what? F it. Just, holy fuck. Again, I am not gonna hate on Brady Cook, but dude, that was a good one. That was a good one. And incomplete pass by Brady Cook. It's now 3rd and 13. Are the Dolphins gonna just hold them to at least 3 points? That'd be nice. Mitchell just butterfingered all over the ball on that one. All right, it's 3rd and 13, 24-7, 37 seconds left on the clock. Okay. Brady Cook going with it, possibly a. It's probably going to be a pass play. Yeah, it's definitely not an empty back. Technically an empty backfield. Passing deep. Intercepted! Rasul Douglas! Interception! Rasul Douglas! Picking off Brady Cook. Preventing a tutty. Dolphins ball. They stopped them from getting any points. The defense has given up no points yet. Douglas is a consummate professional. That would have been if it was any other corner on the Dolphins roster, that would have been a touchdown for the Jets. But that was Rasul Douglas, consummate professional. What a game for the Dolphins right now. Offensively, the Dolphins aren't really doing as much anymore. They kind of petered off after the first quarter, but the defense has not slowed down at all. Secondary, you mean Rasul Douglas? Man, I was about to give praise to Brady Cook because that deep pass that he did, he launched that fucker and got a nice pass interference that got him down there. If he would have got that touchdown, I would have been perfectly fine with it. I would have been fine with that. Having a young guy who's never gotten to play in a NFL game ever in his life and having a possibility of getting a touchdown would be so awesome. I don't care. Giving him just one passing touchdown would have been cool. Unfortunately, he has now on his career 1 interception. I feel bad. I shouldn't feel bad, but I feel bad. We're about to go to halftime, which means
We go to halftime, scene.
we get to go to the halftime mode, which is kind of cool. Yeah, as soon as it hits halftime, I'm switching the camera around and then to the full room cam, and then I will be going pee because I gotta go pee.
I got a pay.
I can't believe it. Second and 4, 26 seconds left. Dolphins running the ball again. Jalen Wright going absolutely nowhere. The Dolphins have to get a first down or the Jets get the ball again. What are the Dolphins doing? I think it's more that McDaniel's trying not to let the Jets get an interception because Tua's kind of fallen off real quick in the second quarter. It's 3rd and 5, 21 seconds. Dolphins need to get a first down, then they basically go to halftime. The Jets do get the football to start the second half, like they're saying right now. So, what? That probably was a backwards pass. What the fuck was going on? That might have been a backwards pass. What the fuck was Tua doing? What were they doing? What was Tua doing? What the fuck was that? What? What the fuck was that? What was Tua doing? What was that pass? That lucky as fuck is what it was. God, that was what the fuck was that? I don't know. What the fuck play call is that? That's gonna make me lose my fucking voice because it's fucking gonna piss me off. Who the fuck calls that? Right there in the fucking end zone area. You don't call a fucking backward slant to a receiver who's facing away from you. Just throw the fucking ball away. What the fuck, man? I'm sorry, but that's the fucking dumbest thing possible. Why the fuck would you do that? Like, I don't want to curse, like, over and over and over, a rapid pace like that, but what the heck were they thinking? That was the dumbest play call imaginable, especially when you're back that close in the end zone, and you throw a fudging screen pass to a receiver who was not even looking at you. What are you doing? That is dumb. All right, they have 8 seconds in a timeout. 1st and 10, they're close to field goal range. Pick 6. I don't know, dude. All right, prevent defense. Brady Cook running. Nowhere. 3 seconds left on the clock. There's no reason to call something. I know. That's why I'm so freaking mad about it. That was like like, you don't do that. That's why I lost it for a minute there. Yep. 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 What the? It was so dumb. It's so dumb. I will message you back, George, in a minute on your channel. My phone's on the charger. If you can hear me, dude, my phone's on the charger right now, my other one. But at halftime, I'm going to be picking that thing back up. It's just, I don't know, dude. I do not know. Cook running. Cook throwing. Cook deep pass. Deep pass. It is halftime. It is halftime. I can go pee now. As I move the setup into halftime mode. So be aware if it sounds funny. Like if something starts sounding weird, it's because I'm moving into my halftime mode setup. Alright, should be should be that one. Halftime setup mode, baby. I am probably gonna definitely need to crawl over and grab my flip flops because I do not want to show my feet. That would be weird. I don't want to do that. Free feet pics are not allowed. Ugh. I might need to also go off and grab like some socks or something like that because like I do not want my feet to be shown right now because I think that's weird. But this is halftime mode, baby. We're in halftime. Dolphins are up 24-7. Offensively, the Dolphins looked really good in the first quarter. Second quarter, the Dolphins' offense looked like poop. Off defensively, the Dolphins have looked great in both quarters, which is really, really good. I'm happy about that. On the other hand, I'm kind of worried. They do that, take my other phone back. I am kind of worried. Alright, but like I said, I'm going to go do a quick pee break. I got to pee, so you're going to be able to see the room in its entirety for a little bit. This is halftime mode. Give me just a minute. Got some sweat off my face. Booing the Bills? Wait, what? Buffalo's booing the Bills right now? What is happening, dude? Let me switch to this. Let me switch to my main phone for chat for the moment because, like, my other phone is on the didgeridoo. The what is happening? Buffalo's getting booed right now? No fucking way. 21 to... Okay, that makes more sense. That makes way more sense. Okay. You know, while I get a chance, I'm gonna go turn on the AC. It's starting to get a little bit warm in here. I had to also wash my face real quick a little bit. Gotta love it when the rest of the house is 73 degrees and then my bedroom is 80. Mine has to be 80 degrees. Buffalo! Bull Frosty, you're saying that because you're a Patriots fan. Me and Jorge are saying boo because, you know, we're Dolphins fans. Buffalo fans can boo their team regardless because they are also, you know, Buffalo fans. So, like, they can be upset all they want. Bengals offense is alive. Whew. That's not going to be good, though, because the Dolphins need the Bengals to actually be bad right now as well. Because if the Bengals are bad, then the Dolphins also have a better chance of getting to the playoffs. I think we have to have the Bengals and or the Ravens and the Steelers be bad for the Dolphins to have a higher chance. But again, the Dolphins aren't making the playoffs. I don't think they're going to make it. I think they're too far gone, to be honest, in my opinion. There's too much that has to happen, and too many teams are being a bit too good right now for some things. Like, I don't think the Dolphins are going to be able to get there, especially if the Ravens just drop off and it's like a tiebreaker with us versus the Ravens. They already own a tiebreaker over us. That's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. It's not, because the Steelers and the Bengals are looking good right now. The Jags are looking good right now. The Colts might just lost the season because Daniel Jones unfortunately has an Achilles or an ACL injury. I don't know. They haven't updated yet. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence is looking good. 28-10 for the Jags Colts game. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild. And Steelers Ravens right now. I saw it earlier and it was just like a almost like a blowout from what I saw originally. 17-9. Okay, so they're coming back. 17-9. It's an interdivision game. It's not looking good for the Dolphins. Well, it actually kind of is because if the Ravens do lose, it's good. But I would rather the Ravens win this game and then the Dolphins beat the Steelers. That would be a better outcome, I think, in my opinion. Yeah, they did. Daniel Indiana Jones is probably out for the rest of the season. Oh, it's a snow game. 21-18 now. 21-18 now. Buffalo got a touchdown. Joe Burrow and Josh Allen are having a snow-filled wonderland. Their stats are almost identical too. 13 for 18, 130 yards and 2 touchdowns, and then 13 for 17, 136 yards and 2 touchdowns. That is a very, very close statistical game. This is going to be a good game right there. A snow game in wherever they are. I don't know if they're in Buffalo or if they're in Cincy right now. But that looks like a fucking good game. That looks like a much better game than the Dolphins game right now when it comes to like how the game is being played, to be freaking honest. Like, I think the Dolphins game is enjoyable for Dolphins fans, but it's not a great game, I don't think, if you can still hear me. Seahawks, Falcons in the Superdome, not the Superdome, AT&T or Bank Stadium or whatever, 13-6. Seahawks winning right now because of a freaking return. Okay. Okay, I see you. I see you. Who is going to go 10-7? Steelers or the Ravens? One of them might. Tennessee versus Browns. Dang it. I would rather Tennessee do better today. I would rather Tennessee win. But again, it's also a... Oh, someone threw a snowball! There's a snowball in that game. I saw the snowball. Dolphins, buddy. 10-7. Well, yeah, they could. There's a chance if they can get it going and they can actually win out. Yeah, it'd be nice. But if they go 10-7, I still think they might fall. They might fall short when it comes to getting the playoffs. They kind of hurt themselves right off the bat. That start was brutal, and they would have to have the luck of the gods to make a comeback and actually get to the playoffs. Unfortunately. Like, unless the Bills / Patriots just freaking die and lose every single game. Hopefully I don't get, like, my channel deleted for saying that one. But if they just lose out from here on out, and the Dolphins win out, that's how they could get in. Maybe, possibly. If certain other teams lose key games, like 1 to 2 games, like 4 teams, might I add, and the Dolphins win out, Dolphins could make the playoffs. It's just so much has to go right in the Dolphins' favor for the Dolphins to make it to the playoffs. And I just do not feel comfortable that they will. It's probably going to be one of those ones where it's not our year, maybe next year. I'm going to go with that one, to be honest. I'm trying to just get some water in. That's why I'm drinking a lot more before I go to a second soda for the second half. Yeah, which is going to happen in just a minute. Because it's not very good having multiple sodas. Colts and Ravens are going to help. They have tiebreaker, but they lose all games they're in. That is true. If they lose all the rest of their games, which could happen for the Colts because Danny Jones is going to be out for the rest of the season with that injury, and possibly the start of the next season. If it is an Achilles tear, he's basically done for a good almost year. he's gonna be done. So the Colts might be out of the playoff race really quickly, going from first place in the NFL to basically out of the playoffs like that is kind of insane. But it can happen. The Ravens, on the other hand, I'm not so sure. The Ravens could bounce back. You never know. I like Lamar Jackson. They have Derrick Henry. Their defense is pretty good. Their offense is pretty good. They could be stumbling along the way and then make a comeback. But because they're 6-6 right now, and the Dolphins are looking like going to be what 6-7, whatever, some shit, stuff like that. There's a good chance the Dolphins make a comeback too. We might be able to pass them. You never know. Who would have thought at this point in time the Dolphins would still be in the playoff hunt? I'm just saying, I didn't. At the first freaking 2 months of football, I didn't think so. I really didn't. They just look crazy. Oh yeah. Code Red for the second half. Code Red Mountain Dews.
It's exactly what you want to drink and do. Go Red Mountain Dew.
So what we should do is actually just go like this. Turn that off. So it can charge better. But no, I do like this. I do like this setup. That's why I like having this camera right here, because it's just, I can do this. I have two different, okay, we're coming back from it right now actually. Let's make a comeback over here. We're actually coming back to game right now. Alright, let's get this back in here. Looks like we're coming back right now. We need to start HN second half. Well, don't trust offense with HN down. Yeah, we do. I don't really trust them as much either, but it would be very, very good if they can make a comeback and actually, start getting the offense going again, because their offense needs to get moving. I am a bit worried, just a little bit, but let's hope a second half, like a halftime adjustments come in, because they were looking so good the first quarter, kind of slumped in the second. Let's see what they can do in the third quarter right here, if they can get things going. Like, I'm going to let my other phone charge, so I'm on this phone right now. I'm on to one phone right now, one phone for chat, one phone for all the streams. I'll give it a little bit before I get back and have your stream on one of my phones, okay? Okay, Jorge? I just gotta, charge my other phone real quick. Put in Ollie and right, mix it. Yeah, put in Ollie and right, mix both of them here and there, and stop running directly up the center. That's what it needs to do. Stop running right up the center. And the ball is kicked. It'll be like a couple minutes, but like I said, I'm charging that one, then I'll swap back out and everything will be good. And not bad. And Aditi. Yeah, keep fighting. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Ow. Fucking punch it in my ear. Be aggressive, Miami. Come on. Brady Cook's still out there, so not bad. Getting with a screen, getting a first down. That's a way to start. That's a way to start. Yeah, Dolphins defense has been doing really good, especially with the secondary, except for two plays specifically. Our run play up the middle, they're going up tempo right now for a first down. They're second, I think, of the game. All right, it's 1st and 10. 4 punts, 2 interceptions in the first half. Yeah, it's not been a very good game for the Jets offensively in the first half. They're just now getting their second first down of the game, which I kind of feel bad about. But it's kind of been like more of a they just have had a lot of bad things go wrong offensively, and bad injuries come in and just kind of like mess them up pretty badly, which kind of sucks. All right, 2nd and 3. The Jets are going up tempo right now. They're trying to be fast. They're trying to be quick. They're trying to catch the Dolphins a little bit. And gone nowhere. They're trying to get going. The New York jokes. Pretty much. I was still hoping my friend V would have called me back. He's a Jets fan. It would have been nice. He's busy. I get it. He's got his kids and he's got his girlfriend probably over. He's probably spending the day with them. I understand. So I'm not like expecting him to call me or anything like that. But like it would have been kind of funny just like to call him on the phone like during the first quarter and be like, "So, bud, how you doing?" Dolphins pressuring. Dolphins sack. That's second sack of the game? Sealer and Chubb. Chubb Sealer? Sealer Chubb. There you go. Now they give up 1 first down and now they're going to get the ball back.
That's how you do it.
I'm kind of happy about that. Well, let's open this up. Oh, yeah. Cherries. What did you just... Oh, the Chubb run. You can retract it. The Chubb rub. The Chubb rub. The rub Chubb. Weaver's defense has been coming alive the last couple weeks, which is good. They're looking a lot better than where they were. Actually, while I get a chance, let me see if my other phone is charged up enough. Fast charging, my dudes. That's why I like my phones. Because they are fast charging phones, so like I actually, can get back to the fucking stuff real quick. Let me put this back over here. Yeah, that's why I like my phones. That's why I kind of don't really want to switch over to like a Samsung, because I would love to just get another OnePlus phone because it's just how fast the charging is. But yeah, they might get banned, and then like the whole sketchiness with the manufacturer right now is not very happy, not very cool.
And now we're back in it.
We got George on the second phone. I got a Moto G. That's an old phone. That's an old one. That's definitely old. Is it like a newer Moto G Play, or is it like an older Moto G Play? Because that sounds like it's an old Moto G Play. Okay, so it's a newer. Okay. I haven't heard of a Moto G Play in like a good 6-7 years, to be honest. But then again, I haven't been actively looking for a new phone in a while, so because I've had this one, my OnePlus 9, since 2020, about. If the Dolphins hang on, let me take these off for a minute so I can hear myself think for a minute. If the Dolphins hang on to win, what are my predictions? Are we finished? I'll give like 2 things real quick, because technically the season's still going. The Dolphins now do have the ball. Dolphins do have the ball right now, and I think the Dolphins are, even if they win out, they're gonna still miss the playoffs. I think. I don't think the Dolphins can make the playoffs. I don't trust them, and I don't trust this. Trust how the schedule, how the other teams are looking right now. It looks too sketchy to make the playoffs. But with the off season coming, I think McDaniel's gonna keep his job. But I don't know about Tua. I have no clear opinion on what they're gonna do with Tua just yet, because at least for me, and Waddle is now injured. Now Waddle's injured. I just don't think the Dolphins are going to do anything. I want them to do something about quarterback. Obviously, everyone does. I just don't think they're going to do anything with Tua. I feel bad about that because timeout. Oh, I didn't reset that either. Timeout for the Dolphins. I just don't know what they're going to do in the sense that Tua's too expensive, and they updated the contract to the point where they can't get out of him until 2027 season off season. So they're kind of stuck with him for another season, paycheck wise, which is not great. Especially if Tua continues playing this bad, or as bad as he has been playing, then yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. They just can't do anything about it. But now Achan's down and Waddle, which is gonna be really bad. Stop throwing the ball to the sideline, you fucking idiot! God damn, dude. Sorry for the outburst, but another fucking stupid fucking scream. You're fucking in the end zone. Don't do that. Sorry. As you can see, I would love to have a different quarterback. But when you look at it, with the contract that he has, it's probably not going to happen for at least another year. The Dolphins will most likely keep Tua. I don't think they're going to cut him, because he's getting paid. He's going to be getting paid like 50 something million dollars for the next season. And if they cut him, it's like 50 or 60 million dollars in dead cap space right off the bat, if not more, which would just ruin the Dolphins completely. They already have little cap space because of Chris motherfucking Greer. But if they tried to cut Tua between, now and the start of next season, it just probably won't happen. It probably would be too much of a burden or a financial obligation against the Dolphins. Unless they find someone to trade Tua to and get some of the cap down on that, some of the dead cap space down. I don't think they're going to do anything, unfortunately. I do think McDaniel, as much as people want to say he's on the hot seat, I think his seat's still going to be pretty lukewarm and is not completely hot. I don't want to say it, but with Tua playing as badly as he has been playing, and the injuries on offense and defense the Dolphins have had, and how the defensive performance in the first half of the season went, it's kind of hard to blame everything on McDaniel, whereas you can blame a lot more on the team building thanks to Greer based on the injuries and the personnel that we let go and we brought in and the talent we've picked in the draft. It's a lot. It's a lot. If they do get rid of McDaniel, though, because he's probably the only one that they would be able to get rid of financially, then who is going to be the starting? Who's going to be the new head coach? Do you try to give it to Weaver? Do you try to find someone else to pick it up? Do you go to the college ranks? Do you go for someone else's defensive or offensive coordinator? Do you pick up a somewhat semi-retired head coach, like maybe a John Gruden kind of guy or something like that? I don't know, but yeah, it's very dumb. I don't think right now McDaniel looks as bad. I think it's when I think it comes to the Dolphins organization, I think they're looking at it more like everything around is going bad and like all this bad luck and not blaming McDaniel. So like I said, I don't think McDaniel's going to go anywhere for another season, and I highly doubt Tua is going to be going anywhere either. So there's my opinion. I think the futures for both of them are still in Miami for another year because McDaniel isn't that bad of a head coach. He actually is doing pretty good. The offense is looking bad because Tua is playing bad, but he's being paid so much and the contract is so bad for the Dolphins that they just can't get rid of him unless some magical team comes in and takes him. Like he knows George knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. First down Jets. First quick and pitch and go. I think. Yeah, I kind of figured Taylor wasn't going to come in. All right, looks like Brees Hall's in the background. Might pass it off. Yep. Nope. Play action pass. Deep pass. No, incomplete pass to Mason Taylor. Mason Taylor's not had a good game so far. I think Tua's contract may be one of the biggest blunders. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Let me take off those again. Like I said, that is the biggest mistake that Chris Greer made. Because if you remember, the last offseason, they updated the contract and got rid of the 2026 out in the contract and moved it to 2027. So the Dolphins had a bit in the contract that would give them an out for the 2026 season. If Tua was either injured or was playing bad, they could get out of the contract null and void after that. They had that in there, baked in originally into that massive contract. Well, after last season, for some reason, Chris Greer decided, hey, let's extend him a little bit. Let's move this out even further. So, and give him more money up front now. So now he's going to be making more money in 2026. Unable to have a free cut clear, cut him right then and there. And now that free cut clear on the contract that they had, sacked him again, is now moved to 2027. It is such a big blunder of a contract setup that Chris Greer did before getting, fired, that like I said, I don't think the Dolphins are going to be able to get out of that contract anytime soon. It's going to be after the 2026 season. It's going to be in 2027, the earliest that Tua is gone. And like other people and other channels have said, do you bench a $50 million quarterback? What are you supposed to do? I don't know what you're supposed to do at that point. It's really dumb. The Dolphins are kind of stuck with it. I have no idea what they can and can't do. Shador is balling out. I know it's against Saints, but good to see. I good on him. Good on Shador. I just have personal opinions that, he's kind of, riding off of his dad's name a little bit. And his attitude before the season started, after the season started, and until recently was absolutely abysmal. So, like, I still have an opinion on him, his character. And I'm hoping he proves that wrong and kind of, like, calms down a little bit and, like, kind of, like, grows up a bit. Or grows up a bit, if you know what I mean. Because he seemed, before the season started and during the season, he seemed like a fucking child. He was getting in trouble with the law. He was getting in trouble with the team. He was saying things he should not be saying. He was doing all sorts of bad things and making an ass out of himself and the Browns organization and his putting egg on his father's face. And only now, because of 3 or 4 injuries, now he gets to play and he's doing good. That's good. Please, for the love of God, grow up while you're playing good. Because if you keep acting like you have been, and you're doing good, you're gonna get shat on by everybody regardless of how good you do. That's all I'm saying on that. As long as he grows up and brings some humbleness to it, I will be rooting for him. But then again, he's a Browns quarterback, and he will find a way to fuck it up because he's a Browns quarterback, and the Browns have some kind of curse on them that will fuck up the quarterback situation, and again, have like another quarterback start next season. How many quarterbacks have started for the Browns in the last 25 years? That's the point. How many new quarterbacks started this year for the Browns? I'm just saying. Just saying. If he can at least get his attitude and his mentality right, he will be fine. He should be fine. A-Chan's on the sideline again. Uh-oh. But Waddle might be still off. No, they do not. Jalen Wright for a nice inside run for a good about 6 or 7 yards. To be fair, that's the problem for a lot of players that get the big man on the campus mentality. Then they have a rude awakening and can either adapt or stagnate. Well, I don't think it's that. I think it's more who his daddy is. If you know what I mean. Who his daddy is. Like, I like Deion Sanders. I really do. But I think Shador is kind of like playing off of his dad's name a little bit. All right. Dolphins have a man in the backfield. No, Ollie. Ollie Gordon with a toss back and nearly muffed it. 3rd and 4. Ollie nearly muffed it on a toss. Wow. Ollie nearly muffed the fudge out of that. That would have been very, very bad. Third down conversions, 0 for 6, 0 for 8. Oh, it's not going to be good. Never mind. Jalen Waddle for a first down. Right, everything is looking good. Dolphins have a first down. Whew. After that fumble, we're good. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're okay. We're going to be fine. You can't just text me that. You can't just text me that. Jesus, Christmas trees. Oh my god. Oh. Jalen Wright for another couple yards. Oh my god. Mathematically, the Dolphins are still in the playoff hunt somehow. That's crazy. I just can't believe you came in and did that. You just like absolutely threw that out at me like that. Like, god dang. I was not expecting it. I just was not. All right, it's 3rd and 1. Can the Dolphins get this first down? The Dolphins need to keep moving the ball. Are running the ball up the middle with Jalen Wright for a first down again. Dolphins are slowly starting to move it again. It might be the third quarter, and it might be coming down in the third quarter, but they need to get moving again. I know that the Dolphins have a possibility. They're still in the hunt, but you see it. It doesn't look right. Like some of the teams that are in the hunt right now are going to have like a loss today, which is kind of crazy. So the Dolphins are going to be getting tied up with some other teams real quick today. Tua running, Tua passing. Jalen Wright catches it on the sideline. Oh, well, it's Washington. All right, we got 9 yards. It's going to be 2nd 1. No. No shot. Dude, if the Bills freaking fumble away the season, I will lose my shit. No way. No way. Are the Bills going to fumble away the season? And false start from the Dolphins, right? Yep. All right, now 2nd and 6. Yep, 2nd and 6. All right, next commercial break. I'm gonna go pee real quick again, and then mess with the AC because I had to turn the AC all the way down just to be able to get any kind of cool air into this room right here. If anything, I might just leave the door wide open because I'm the only one here right now. I doubt my sister and her husband and Theodore are gonna be coming here, and the other fam are probably gonna be gone for the rest. Oh, that was just not a great play. Freaking fracking penalties. Freaking fracking penalties. God dang. All right, 3rd down and 6. Yeah, it was such a good first half for Tua, and then first quarter for Tua, and then just like immediately dies. All right, pass play. That was a flag. Yeah, Dolphins just decided, you know what? We're gonna be absolutely as shitty as possible again. I love how they won the game in the first quarter because offensively the Dolphins have gone straight back to being absolute bullshit. Like I said, it's going to be punted. If I miss like a punt return, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go turn the AC down or back up again real quick. Open my door, leave that open, then I'm gonna do a pee. The Dolphins need to win out and have the Colts, Bills, Chiefs, or the second best AFC North team choke. Yeah, like I said, if they want to make the playoffs, but I highly doubt they're gonna do that. Let's be fair. With the way the Dolphins offense looks right now and how they're playing right now, I don't think that's gonna happen. Especially with how they're playing against the fucking Jets and they're just calling the dumbest plays possible. I'm just saying. All right, give me a minute. I'm gonna go do a couple things real quick. Oh my goodness. Why do the Dolphins got a dolphin? I'm just saying. It's getting ridiculous. Oh my goodness, dude. What is with the freaking Dolphins, dude? Dolphins are being Dolphins and being stupid all over the field again. I don't know. It's a bit frustrating, but it is what it is. I'm gonna have flashbacks to this game, thinking everything looked good and then it was bad, and then good but then bad again. Even assuming the Dolphins miss playoffs, this turnaround has been a great. It has been pretty good. I will say for some players, the defense, the defensive turnaround is spectacular. Like the way the defense has been playing the last several weeks has been just the way we were expecting them to play. Offensively, though, the offensive line is playing way better. The Achan just coming in and just showing that he's a top end running back right now. Great. Tua, though, is the problem still. He still does not look good. He's still looking like he's just garbage. I'm sorry. I don't want to be a Tuanon. I don't want to be a Tua hater. I want to be neutral in my opinion of him. Try to give him the benefit of the doubt, but also go at him when, he's doing something wrong. And he's just doing things wrong. It's hard to defend him on anything because this game is showing him be very fucking bad at making bad decisions. It's very frustrating. And yeah, after such a horrible start, the way the defense has come into play, like right now, that was a great loss of 3 to 4 yards on that. That was a great play by Gay and Dodson right there. That was a great play, pushing the screen pass like an extra 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It's great. Anthony Weaver has dialed everything in and is coaching good defensive football. Offensively, Achan is the whole offense right now, and it's just once we get the timeout, like the break for the going to the fourth quarter, I'm gonna go over something that I've been needing to talk about the Dolphins, and something that has been consistent for every single season of the Dolphins. I'll get there. It's very important that I want to talk about this too. But yeah, I'm happy, but I'm not happy, if you know what I mean. Well, he was in a backup tier for a while there. He's just, for some reason, he's just been playing super bad, being super dumb. 3rd and 8 for the Jets. Can they get this first down, or can the Dolphins defense actually step up again and stop them? Chubb coming in for deep pass, dropped it. Really well defensed by Douglas. 4th down and about to be punted away. All right, I'll talk about it real quick while they're going to be doing a punt. When it comes to the Dolphins, offensively and defensively, every single season they have one side be really good and then the other side be really, really bad. Some years, the Dolphins have an on-fire offense, like in 2023. The offense was, trick play, and trick play, and they got it. I fucking wanted to talk about this, and then as soon as I go to talk about it, and then they do that. They get a first down via trick play. God dang. Good play, though. Good job. But the Dolphins have either the offense be really good and the defense be really poor, or the defense be really good and the offense be poor. And then it can break down from there a little bit. The defense is good except for, the cornerback group or the linebacker core for stopping the run. Or when it comes to the offense is good, but the running back, they don't have any running backs. Or the offense is good, but the quarterback can't make plays. This is one of those years where the defense is now playing good, offense is playing good, but the quarterback is the main problem at the moment. Tua's just looking so bad and performing super badly. He's not playing good, and it kind of sucks. Did some kind of permanent damage, like even if he's just gun shy, something is off. I didn't want to say anything about. Okay, it is actually third quarter as well. I didn't want to say anything about the concussions, but there's a point where head injuries do affect you, and again, their injury designation was moved to 2027. They had it lined up for 2026. If they didn't fucking do what they did with the contract, if Chris Greer didn't fuck that up, guess what? This bad season of bad play, they would have had in the contract that, it might have been your concussion issues and it would have been gone. He would have been gone. But no, unfortunately, he's here for another year. I don't know. He's just not playing good. He's playing bad, and he is 100% the reason the Dolphins aren't playing good offensively right now, I think. Like, I'm 100% blaming Tua at this point in time, which sucks. And yeah, it was a really good special teams play. It was a surprise. I wasn't expecting it, which is kind of why it kind of works. What is she sending me? I don't have a TikTok. What the fuck is she doing? What is my sister sending me? My sister is sending me a TikTok link, and I don't have TikTok, so it's probably not going to open up. That she's being weird. Let me do this real quick, because it might have... Every time she tries to send me stuff on TikTok, I don't have TikTok, so I'm getting absolutely nothing, and it's just like, oh, go download TikTok. I'm not downloading TikTok. So I tell everybody that has my phone number, do not text me a link to TikTok, please. I do not have TikTok. I will not open it. I got a TBI as a child, and it gave me my migraine disorder to take a bowling ball to the face as a little kid. It's part of brain damage, so this kid's pissed at me. No, and I've had several concussions myself. That's why I'm kind of, other than the ADHD, it's kind of why I'm the way I am, and why I have some forgetfulness and whatnot, and a little bit of brain fog here and there. Because I've had head injuries. I know what concussions can do to the brain. I'm sorry. I do know. So it's like, yeah, I get it. Wide open. Nice catch for Beck. First down, Jets. I know, I like Tua as a person as well. But that's why, like I said, I'm not a Tuanan and I'm not a Tua hater. I just like the guy and I want him to succeed. I'm rooting for him to succeed. But I'm not gonna say he's the greatest quarterback since sliced bread or whatever, or he's the best quarterback in the NFL. You know, like some comment that another wide receiver made a couple times over the course of a couple seasons. But I don't hate the guy either. You know, I just think he's taking a step back and he's showing issues, and it's getting to the point where I'm itching my face because it annoys me. I hope so. Hope so in the future. I don't know what else they can do other than just make it androids playing the game. If it's like just Tesla bots playing the football game in the future, I don't know. Is it going to be real steel where all the sports are played by robots? That's the thing. I don't know. Nice play, and Taylor getting a first down, bullying his way through. Yeah, and they finally got him involved. Like, would it be awesome if they figured out a way to prevent concussions? Be nice. I just don't know what you can do about it, because if they keep doing what they have been doing to try to prevent concussions, you know what you're gonna have? Flag football. That's the problem at that point. A lot of what you can do to prevent concussions from the game is by just taking away tackling completely. And at that point, is it really football? A lot of the medical advancements that you could have to help prevent it, like different helmets and like different kinds of turf and whatnot. Also, not Eddie dropped it. He was wide open for a touchdown and he dropped it. Oh God, the Jets. And Beck is hurt. Cook is hurt, I think. Cook might be hurt as well. I don't know if it was him cursing about the drop. Oh yeah, he got stepped on by his own guy. No. Oh, hopefully Cook's okay. He looks like he's okay. It looks like it was just a little bit of a wince. False start after that too. Can the Dolphins get another interception right now? That'd be kind of funny. Membu steps on him. Membu gives a flag. Membu does not like to do things for team. Membu does not like team. Membu wants to be on the other team. Membu does not want to be on Jet. Membu doesn't like Jet. I don't think anyone really likes the Jets, except for Jets fans. I know New York barely likes Jets after you know what happened. Oh, that was not bad, but oh, he didn't have it. It was it wasn't a catch. Oh no. 4th and 9. Are they actually gonna get a field goal? They're gonna go for a field goal. Can the Dolphins... I know the Dolphins just have to just hold on, but... Come on. Get more points. Come on. He looked so good, and then they took the foot off the gas, or Tua just decided he was going to have the brain fog for the rest of the game. I don't know. It's like, god dang, dude. Miss. Nope, he got it. Folk with a successful field goal. It is now 24 to 10. Awesome. What is she? Did she download the video? Hang on. My sister downloaded the video and sent it to me. It's the Grinch dancing to Golden. That's what she sent me. The Grinch dancing to Golden. What the hell? Ugh. I love Golden, by the way. I now have a poster for K-pop Demon Hunters, and plus, like I said, you can't really see it, but like I got them right there on my phone, like right off the bat. I have the girls on my phone, so like, yeah. Informed consent in the league providing services for ex-players and their families should be top priority, in my opinion. But I'm just a dumb dog on the internet. I'm not. Well, yeah. Well, I think there is informed consent now, at least since, yeah, at least more recently since at least the movie Concussion came out. At least there is now more informed consent. All the players know about concussions. They know what's going to happen with concussions. They have more information about what's going to happen with concussions. So they have informed consent now. They're consenting to play the game now, with the chance of having severe injuries or traumatic brain injuries and whatnot. I don't think that like adding more consent is going to change anything really on that part. But I do think what you brought up, like providing more services for former players, especially players that have had known concussions, like Tua, giving him more access after he retires to like medical help and more treatments, and or getting him more into like a research research studies and whatnot about what could happen with CTE, or like the more studying CTE on a living person. And Brady Cook is now in the blue tent. What are the Jets going to do quarterback wise? Oh God. But yeah, I do think extra services should be more prioritized, other than maybe the continued work on uh, equipment and helmets and stuff like that. I think that will be really good and really important. Man, no team deserves to see this level of injury devastation. No, not at all. Yeah, Brady Cook is now in the injury tent. I don't know who will come out for quarterback after. Like, I don't know now. Dolphins with the ball now. We got Jalen Wright with the ball. Jalen Wright's running. Jalen Wright's going, and he's got about 9 yards. It's gonna be about like second and three. Mm. Dolphins are on Monday Night Football next Monday. Damn. Josh Allen is trying to put the team on his back right now. Holy crap. All right. Dolphins have Wright pass it off to Jalen Wright. Wright has the first down and then a good extra 9 yards on that. Jalen Wright's doing good on that. What happened with that? Next game for the Dolphins is going to be Monday Night Football against the Steelers in Steelerland. It's going to be probably a snowy, ice cold game. And with how the Steelers are playing with Aaron Rodgers, it's probably going to be a loss. I would love the Dolphins to win because they have Jonnu Smith and Jalen Ramsey, even though Jalen Ramsey is probably not a starter anymore on that team. But I would love the Dolphins to go into the Pittsburgh and actually get a dub. I'll most likely be here for that game. Jalen Wright still going. Jalen Wright first down again. Jalen Wright is now moving as the fourth quarter comes in. He is actually playing here. Here we go. Jalen Wright is actually doing his thing. $205 total rushing yards today, it looks like, compared to the Jets' 62. Devon Achane is on the sideline without a helmet. I think I saw. Yeah, that is true. Jalen Wright's still going. First down again with Jalen Wright. They're just now running the ball, and it's running effectively. Jalen Wright's doing a good job in the fourth quarter now. Pittsburgh is a litmus test. They really are, but I wouldn't want to say it's a litmus test per se because I just want them to win. I want them to beat them, not because it's a litmus test, not because it's prime time, and not because it's a cold weather game. 3 things that the Dolphins would usually lose on. I want them to win because of the narrative that Jalen Ramsey was throwing out before the season started. Or, like, that he was just throwing out against the Dolphins. I just want the Dolphins to win that because of that. Because, again, I don't think the Dolphins are going to make it to the playoffs regardless. So just getting key wins here and there and certain players playing good and showing off, I would rather that than, anything else. But they're going up against a playoff caliber team, as my voice just squeaked right there, or cracked. It's a playoff caliber team. That's one thing against the Dolphins when it comes to winning. It's going to be a cold weather game in Pittsburgh. A second thing against Dolphins winning that game. It's a primetime game. A third thing against the Dolphins for winning. And season's on the line. 4 things against the Dolphins for winning that game. First down, Jalen Waddle on a pass. So I don't think it's going to be a win. Just because there's like every single thing that usually is there goes against the Dolphins, and it's usually a guaranteed loss, like right off the bat. That's just how the Dolphins have been for the last 15 years. So, I don't know. But I would rather the Dolphins win because it would shut up more. It would shut up the narratives way more. Do I think they're going to win? Probably not. A pitch off to Jalen Wright, and Jalen Wright goes nowhere. I don't think they're gonna do anything. Oh man, George is at 20 viewers right now. Holy shit. Yeah, George is doing a lot better. He's doing really good today. It's not jealousy. No. All right, 2nd and 11. Jalen Wright, 98 yards. He's on a career high right now. Jalen Wright moving in. Jalen Wright still going. Jalen Wright for another first down. Jalen Wright's having a career day today. Showing why Jalen Wright was a good pickup. Yeah, Savaya Naya was looking really poor to start the season, but he's been last couple of weeks he's been looking a lot better. He's been getting better every single game, which is really nice. Helping open up the running game and helping block for Tua to keep Tua upright more often than not. I think this is probably the best offensive line we've had in a while. Ollie Gordon, my touchdown, I think. Touchdown, Ollie Gordon, Miami Dolphins for another touchdown drive. There we go. He kept going, and the rest of the Dolphins came with him on that. Touchdown, Miami Dolphins. Let's double check. I think so. He got a lot of help from Patrick Paul. Touchdown Miami Dolphins 30-10. Jalen Wright and Ollie Gordon. Open field tush push. God dang it. And it is good. Dolphins are now back to 20, so I can be calmed down. Ollie, 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 Ollie. At least one Ollie did good today. Ollie Behrman should have done good. I do not know how he went from 9th to 12th. I don't know what happened. I'm still gonna try to figure out what happened in the race earlier today. I didn't get to see what happened with Ollie Behrman, but he did finish. Like it looked like he was gonna finish at 9th, but for some reason on the last lap somehow he dropped like 4 places, and I just don't know what happened on that one, which kind of sucks. It does kind of suck. Like I said, I'm gonna have to look it over and find out what happened because like I really don't. She is. Okay, yeah, no, he's still not there. I'm still wondering why Dirk, where Dirk is. I really don't like their Real Magic commercial. It's so bad. Coca-Cola's Real Magic commercial is like really bad. I just don't like it at all. Just the optics around it is just horrible. The optics around it is horrible. I've said it before. It's really horrible optics. Like you fire your entire group of people, your entire fucking place for advertisement. All your advertisement people. You basically fire everybody except for 5 people, and then leverage 3 of them to make AI videos, and then 1 to do a quick edit job of putting the Coca-Cola logo in there, and then you put 1 guy on editing. I don't know. I don't hate AI. I really don't. But just the optics of, oh well, this is a really good thing. We're levered. This is real. This is real work. We're real footage. We do real things, and every single bit of it's AI generated. And they fired so many people. Put a lot of people out on the street just because they wanted to save a fucking buck. And then have the goddamn audacity to call it real magic. Oh, this is the Coca-Cola Real Magic commercial when nothing in the video is real. Good job, Coca-Cola. Fuck you. Suck my dick. To be fair, I don't really like Coca-Cola anyways too much. Like Coca-Cola kind of sucks in my opinion. I'm more of a Pepsi guy. But to be fair, the last 2 Christmas seasons of just they're really shitty fucking commercials for Christmas sucks. Again, like I said, I don't hate the use of AI generation for certain things. I don't hate that. I just hate the fact that they fired their entire advertisement department and then only kept 5 people out of it to make AI generated slop for a Christmas video and then call it real magic. It's a real advertisement. It's real magic. It's like, shut the fuck up, Coke. Just shut the fuck up. And there's a flag after Cook kind of like overthrew it. But Cook is back. So thankfully Brady Cook is not injured. I don't know what the Jets would do because he is their 3rd quarterback. I don't know if they have a 4th quarterback on the roster, so okay, and it was also holding. Joe Tippmann. He sent it to the wrong one, I think. Yeah, I think he sent. I think George sent that to the wrong channel. But oh well, it happens. Like, I'll just update right there. But yeah, he was gone in the first quarter. 1st and 20, deep pass, wide open. Not bad. Mitchie the fourth, or was it Mitchie the? Is it Mitchie the fourth, or is it Mitchie the third? All right, empty backfield. He's going for a pass. Cook is moving, and he dives forward. That's weird. 3rd and 2. There's a bungling at foot. There's a bungling at foot. Don't tell me the Bungles are gonna bungle it. All right, they're going quick. 3rd and 2. They're up tempoing it right now. They got 2 yards. Pass wide open to Mason Taylor for a first down and into the Dolphins territory at the 45-yard line. It is a foot. 32-28 Bengals, or 32-28 Bills. I'm instantly kerfuffed right there. The Bungles, man. They're going to bungle it. The Bungles don't deserve to be in the playoffs anyways this year. They just have not looked good. All right. They're passing again. Cook is on the run. Just barely got back to the line. I'm pretty sure the game is over right here anyways. Like, they're trying so hard to actually just move the ball at all. But the Dolphins have basically held them to basically nothing. To go nowhere at the moment. Dolphins are looking a lot better when it comes to defense. And if they can just keep the run game going, and if they can get Tua to stop effing up, it would be fine. Minnesota just 30-1-0, just absolutely shut out Washington. And in and out of the arms of the Jets receiver. Baltimore, Pittsburgh is only a couple point game. It's 27-22. Jacksonville 31-13 over Indy. New Orleans 24-20 over Tampa. And Titans just got a touchdown. The Titans just got a touchdown. 28-17. Titans are in the lead over the Brownies right now. It's going to be a typical Browns game. They just look good, and then they just absolutely lose a miserable way. Cook missed the throw. It's now 4th and 10. Dolphins are going to get the ball back at 4 minutes and 35 seconds. In the background. We went. I rewind it for a minute. I gotta see that. Did he actually do it? All right. Yeah. At least I can do that. I gotta see it again. Because I'm pretty sure the guy did this right in the background. I'm pretty sure he did that. It's one of the Jets coaches or coaching staff members. Oh, I gotta see. What was it? Come on. Show him. Show it again. Yeah. Oh no. Okay, he's itching his face. I thought it looked like he was going like that. No, he's just itching. Okay. I'm about to say, dude. Oh, I thought so. But no, he was itching his beard. Oh, I thought he was going like this for a minute there. It was so quick. It looked like he was just going. Oh, man. Did I miss another sack? Did they go for it? 6 sacks for the Dolphins today. I guess the Dolphins did. I guess they did try to go for it. That's fine. The the air hand job was more important than, the punt. I'm just saying Zach Wilson is in, not Quinn Ewers because he's inactive because fucking somebody's an idiot. I would still rather have Ewers as the backup in these scenarios. He needs to get fucking evaluated. This is where you would evaluate Quinn Ewers. The game is well over. You get him chances to play. I'm sorry. I think it's a bad decision to just have Quinn Ewers inactive all the time and not get him anything to actually try. Give him any in-game actual football. Wilson, the pitch off to Ollie Gordon. Ollie Gordon getting a first down. First down, Ollie Gordon. Yeah, the Jets fans kind of are having a bad time, aren't they? Again, if I could, I would have had a Jets fan on cast today, but wasn't going to happen. Which kind of sucks, but I get why he is not here today or on stream with me. Oh boy.
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Again, I really wish it would have been yours coming in here. But no, it's not. I double check all of this right here. Make sure everything is looking good. All right, pitching off to Ollie Gordon again, going basically nowhere, losing a yard. Another timeout by the Jets. Yeah, no, they're mentioning it like everyone thought the Jets were going to come in and play the run a lot better, but yeah, no, that did not happen at all. Like, oh my goodness. It was not good. The Dolphins, I think, have over 200 yards rushing and 400 yards of offense. Not really in part of Tua too much, more on the running game just being good. Tua has had technically a good game today. It's just he's gotten severely fucking lucky on several interceptions again. I will say that. Very lucky Tua didn't throw several interceptions again. Because of certain bad throws and bad playmaking decisions. Like I said, it's dumb. It's really dumb. General Wright for a guess 2 yards. And another timeout by the Jets, I think. No. Okay, another timeout by the Jets. The Dolphins need to get the first down. They don't really need to, because the game's over already. But it would be good for the Dolphins to get a first down. They're talking about like the Jets trading for a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Again. They've already tried doing that. It didn't work out. There's a lot more wrong with the Jets than just quarterback, I think. That was a really dumb play. Just fucking... See, this is why I don't want Zach Wilson be put in the game at the end of a game like this. Put in Quinn Ewers, give him some actual plays, see him fucking throw the ball. Not just... pass the ball off, 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 Zach Wilson. I'm just fucking saying. I would have rather had Ewers in there so you can kind of get any kind of information off of Ewers, but no. You keep fucking Zach Wilson as the backup and leave fucking Ewers on the bench. Is that a long kick? Field goal is good. 53-yard field goal attempt. I almost bungled the shit out of that. We're about to eliminate the Jets from the playoffs. That's kind of nice. I like that. That feels good. And the Dolphins still have a chance. Still have a chance. Goodbye, Jets. You are now eliminated from the playoffs. It is now going to take another 2 weeks or so for the Dolphins to get eliminated because obviously the Dolphins are still there. I would not doubt that depending on what happens against Pittsburgh versus Baltimore, though, I would rather Baltimore win and then the Dolphins beat the Steelers and the Dolphins pass the Steelers in the rankings or whatnot. But no, it's not going to happen. Nice punt. Nice punt. Out to the end zone. And that's flag. Flag.
Do you have anything more positive for us, Aditi Kinkabawa?
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm happy, but I'm not proud. How about I say that? I'm happy for this win, but I'm not proud because there are a lot of things I'm still seeing that annoy me. Oh, whoa! Ashton Davis with a big hit on the receiver. That was a massive hit. Yeah, they're taking him off the sideline. Yeah, that was a massive hit on that receiver. And because of the massive hit, they're going to take him off for concussion check. Obviously, you got to do that. All right, get some nappies in. I'm going to I'm going to start getting that other thing, the bet stuff, lined up and see how much money it's going to be. If anything, I might double check with you later. I'll send you a text or some stuff. So get some nice nappies and frosty, and thank you for coming and hanging out. It's a fun time. Oh, deep pass. Was that a catch? Mitchell with a nice catch. It looks like. That was not bad. That was pretty nice. I like that. That was a good pass. I would hope the Dolphins defense does not give up a touchdown. That'd be really, really nice to end the game without giving up a touchdown. That'd be a really good stat defensively. As the Titans are 31-17 on the Cleveland Browns. Okay, so the Brownies lost. All right, it's coming down to the 2-minute warning. Almost dub time. Almost dub time, actually. Almost. Almost dub time. We're almost here for it. Almost here. I'm excited for it. Like I said, I'm excited for the win, but I am not fully happy. I'm not appeased by the win. It was a dominant win, but there's still many things that I am not happy about. That's my issue with it. I'm just not fully happy because of some of the things that were going on. Some of the play calls, some of the play by the quarterback specifically, that just doesn't feel good to me. And that's the problem. I think that's the problem. Like, unless, Achan is going to be out for a long time, I don't know if this is just because it's against the Jets or if Jalen Wright is going to be a good number 2, like right behind, like a good backup running back to take Achan's place. I don't know yet, but if the offense kind of keeps playing the way it does, where it's like sometimes hot and sometimes really bad, it's going to be frustrating. Because Tua is... The Dolphins are finding ways to win, but then they're also finding ways to lose because of Tua. And I don't want to be that fan, but it's the truth. Tua just is finding ways to lose himself. I don't know if it's just the play calling and Tua, or if it's just Tua himself, but something needs to be fixed. They need to do something. Because his play is abysmal. Even today, he hasn't thrown an interception, but he should have had at least 2 interceptions. He probably almost gave up 2 touchdowns himself because of it, which got lucky to not be given over to them, and has been making bad throws and bad plays again. It just sucks. It just really sucks. 2nd and 1, Jets with a passing the ball off to their running back who got a first down. And in and out of the arms of the tight end. The game's over, but still going to be watching it for a little bit longer. It's last minute 39 of the game. Like I said, I'm just hoping that the Dolphins, hold off. Do not give up a touchdown. It'd be a really good statistical game for the Dolphins defense if they do not give up a touchdown today. And nice. First down, Jets. They're going to try to get a touchdown. The Jets are moving quick. They're going to be going up tempo. They're going to be trying to get this touchdown right now. And then they're going to try for an onside kick. Again, Bonner interception! Bonner interception! Bonner! Bonner! My Bonner! My dude Bonner! Yeah! Yeah! Bonner! Yeah! Yes! My dude Bonner coming in! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Bonner, my dude!
Something has to happen, man. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah!
There you go. That's the game.
Bonner, my dude!
That's it.
Dolphins with a win!
That's it.
Bonner, my dude, got it.
Defense. All defense, guy.
I don't...
All defense.
That's my dude.
Miami Dolphins.
That's my dude.
Intercepted. Yeah, baby.
That's my dude.
34.
Right there. Ethan Bonner. My dude got it.
3 home.
Fuck yes, baby.
Yeah, that wasn't a doghouse, Bonner. But there he is.
Will not never stop believing in Bonner.
Wow, Dolphin 34, Jets 10. 2nd and 10, and just Zach Wilson kneel, and this is victory Sunday for Miami.
Never gonna stop believing in him. I love Bonner. I am so fucking excited about it.
Once again,
Fuck yeah, Bonner with the game finishing interception.
listen, thank
Oh, hell yeah, Bonner.
Because I'm gonna give you the final stats of the game.
My fucking voice is gonna die because of the fact that I'm losing it over my dude Bonner. Jesus. Dolphins are in the playoff hunt a lot better now. I can switch, go back just a little bit. I can pause it right there, actually, and see what it looks like and go over that real quick. But fuck yes, Ethan Bonner with the game-finishing interception. God, yes. Finally, Bonner having some awesome play for him. Awesome play for Bonner to finish the game. Oh, hell yes. Indianapolis looks like they might lose today. I have to keep looking. Cincinnati's losing to lost to Buffalo. I don't know when Kansas City's playing, but Kansas City is up 6-7. God, God damn it. Dolphins are 6. Obviously, if the Chiefs lose today, that's gonna be good. I don't know what's gonna happen against Baltimore and the Steelers. I think the Steelers are winning currently, and if the Pittsburgh Steelers win, the Baltimore Ravens go back into the hunt. Okay, this is all. Okay, this is not actually accurate right now. That's not on right now either. God dang. Okay. The Dolphins might have gotten some help. If KC loses and the Texans lose as well, Dolphins get help. Chargers lose and Indianapolis keeps losing, Dolphins get help. It's going to be great. Jeez, dude. And the stadium's already empty for the Jets. Okay, yeah, no, it's going down to that game right there. It's going down to show what they can do. Steelers have the ball. 22-27 Steelers are in the lead right now. Oh my goodness. I'm still riding I am now riding the delusions of grandeur, mostly just because of Bonner. Oh my, you don't know Bonner is my guy. I will always repeat it, Bonner is my guy. I will never not stop loving Bonner and appreciating him. Let me go over to the stats. If I can get over there myself and bring that up on the board. After, again, like I said, just losing it a little bit. You might be able to hear this little bit of a strain in my voice because of it. It was just, I was not expecting, Bonner to come in there real quick and get that. Don't want that one. Game stats, yeah, okay. Should be this one. Nope, wrong one. So this one, yeah, there we go. That's the one I'm looking for. Okay. I should have, let me check this real quick, my face on right there so you can see that. Okay, time of possession, 36 minutes compared to 24 minutes. We have first downs 23 compared to 12. 350, I'm not sure this is completely accurate, mind you, because they had about 400 actual total yards of offense today versus 207. 119 passing yards. Again, I don't think that's accurate. I'm going to get rid of that because I don't think that's accurate based on what they were saying in the game. To be honest, let me check right here on the TV. The TV actually probably has a better stat set right now. Also, if I can get my TV to fucking work. Game scores and stats. Yeah, no, it's just not showing anything. It's showing nothing. Okay, the game stat page on YouTube TV is broken. That's not very good. But Tua had a little bit of a bounce back game. 13-21, 61% completion rating, 127 passing yards, a touchdown, and 99 quarterback rating. It's kind of okay, but he got away with 2 possible interceptions, which was really, really bad. / turnovers and touchdowns right off the bat. It was kind of bad. Rushing yards, actually, yeah, no, this is completely... Well, I don't think Zach Wilson even threw a pass, so yeah. Jalen Wright, 107 yards. Achane, 92 yards rushing. They both had a great rushing day today. I think it said about 200 total rushing yards for both of them combined. And, well, actually, the team combined. Yeah, Ollie Gordon also 17. Jalen Waddle, 50 receiving yards. Malik Washington, 10. Dulcich coming in hot with 41 reception yards. And Darren Waller had a very, very slow game. But I would rather him, take his time coming back from the pec injury and give Dulcich, who got robbed on that fucking awesome play near to the end zone earlier in the game. Rasul Douglas with a single interception. You got Ethan Bonner with one. God, I'm going to love this. I'm going to love it all day. And the Dolphins had about 6 sacks today as well, which we'll go back up here. It was Melon Fongwu with a sack, Chop Robinson with a sack, Zach Sealer with 2 of them, Willie Gay with a sack. It was a great day for the Dolphins defense. I'm just saying. And again, where is Jordan Brooks having a great fucking game tackling everybody? He is looking so fucking good. And also, KJ Brick came in and made a couple tackles, which was also really good. It was a good day for the Dolphins. The Jets, on the other hand, again, Tyrod got injured, and Brady Cook came in and did the best he could. I'm not gonna hate on him. I'm not gonna say anything about the interceptions. I'm not gonna say anything about the quarterback rating. This is his first professional game. This is his first game playing. So, going 14 for 30 and passing for 163 yards. Good on you, Brady Cook. Good on you, my dude. Get better. Come back next week. Get better and do better. You got this, my dude. You got this. Tyrod Taylor, he could be out another full week or more with the groin injury, and I don't know what's happening with Justin Fields. They held the Jets under 100 yards rushing. They held every single receiver pretty much almost under 50 yards rushing. So that's passing, which is good. They gave up 1 sack, gave up no interceptions, and no forced fumbles. But they did have a guy have a fucking game when it came to the tackles for a loss and assists. The Dolphins had a great game. Kind of. I will say kind of. I won't say it was a perfect game, but it was definitely a good game. 34-10. Defense played well. Offense played kind of good here and there. The run game was perfect for the Dolphins. And yeah, the Dolphins need a quarterback. The Dolphins do. They need to do something because Tua, other than the first quarter, he looked like crap throughout the rest of the game. I'm just saying. So with that, thank you for watching. If you like, leave a like. If you dislike, leave a dislike. Want to see more, subscribe. All that nonsense. Next stream will be probably tomorrow night. Probably some Genshin Impact tomorrow night. And be back on my usual schedule of Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Probably sprinkle in a couple streams over on Twitch next week for certain games like Battlefield. I'm probably going to start pushing that over there. Limit as much stream content as I can from YouTube because I'm just forcing myself on here like so hard, and it'd be good to try to like branch out in a little bit. Oh, the Bengals were eliminated, it looks like. Oh, Dolphins are the next team. Yeah, his hip and his judgment is a problem. I don't know if it's the concussions or what, but yeah, it's a problem. I'm probably gonna finish watching the Ravens-Steelers game right here and see. I think I would rather the Ravens own their division compared to the Steelers, just because of the tiebreak. Oh, that was a nasty one, but whatever. But yeah, no, I don't know what the Dolphins could do with Tua. I really don't. But it's been a game. It was a game, a game. I will be streaming the Monday Night Football game against the Steelers as well, because obviously, Monday Night Football. Let's just hope, though, that the Dolphins come in and actually play pretty good. That's all I can say about that. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, maybe. Maybe next time. Yeah, let's go with that, boy. Also, Potter for the interception, man. I'm just saying.